Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss BK, and I got Stick High.
What
And we,
up with it? Thank you for having me.
yeah, no problem. We on DNR TV Network, and also I hope everybody's tuned in because this is a serious matter that we're about to talk about, and the community needs to know about it. So, Stick High, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and start it.
Well, I think about a day or two ago, I started getting an inbox. Was it a day? I think it was a day. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday was the day I got an inbox about a brother that had been hung. You know what I'm saying? So first thing I'm thinking is like, where is this at? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Little by little, people were starting to say that this was in Arizona. So
Mm.
I'm like, man, nah, this cannot happen, and this cannot be in Arizona. So I'm like
Right.
in full disbelief and shit. Well, as I'm going scrolling up and down my timeline, and more people are talking about it. More people are starting to share pictures and their theories of what's going on and things like that and stuff. So a lot of people were saying that this had happened at first on 79th Avenue in McDowell. And then there was another post where Jared Moppin had post where it was something on 83rd and Camel, 83rd in
In
Canal.
Canto.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
went live and I went to both areas, and there wasn't nothing to be seen over there in both of those areas. So at that point, I figured that maybe it was a
Oh,
lie at that point.
right.
But we had gathered after I went live. One of the brothers that was one of the brothers that I know, you know what I'm saying? He jumped on one of my posts and shit, and he went and took a picture of the area that the hanging happened, because it happened in his right across the street from his complex.
Oh, wow.
So then he took a picture of the area where the brother had been hung at, and it looked similar to the picture that the other people had with the brother being hung with the tape out there.
Mm-hmm.
So then I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm going to that address. I'm gonna go to that address where they say the brother was hung at.
What did you find?
When I go over there to the address, there's somebody already outside. You know what I'm saying? He outside and stuff. So I start asking him a couple questions and shit. I asked him if the police had really been over here about somebody who had been hung. And immediately he says it was a suicide.
Mm-hmm.
He did verify. He did confirm that the police did come. He
Okay,
said
that
that the ambulance was there, the police was there. He said all these. He said all these. A lot of people had came about this issue and stuff. I asked him how did he know. He said that he was a worker. He was a worker for Lowe's. So that particular instance had their whole area lit up. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So I don't know. I asked him some more questions as far as what else did I ask him?
So did
Sorry, somebody was calling my phone. I'm sorry. So yeah, those are the key questions and stuff. But it's just weird that this brother ended up dead from a hanging. And we're not getting no public. This is not making the news at all
no
right now.
at all. That's
For
crazy.
some reason, this is getting pushed under the rug, and I find that disturbing.
Of course, of course, the community need to get involved. To see what's going on. Um, the family and the family or anybody are they doing anything? Do you know any of that? Did the guy tell you anything?
From what I hear, that they're cooperating with the police, going along with the fact that this is a suicide,
Okay.
and
Now, even if it was a suicide, why aren't we hearing about it? Why it's not on the news? Why
Well,
aren't they covering it?
I have no idea why they wouldn't cover this event. As a black man being hung, at least they should verify
Right.
or confirm, nationally confirm, at least locally on the news, that this has been a suicide, and at least be able to explain how they come up with this conclusion.
And that's not the first one either.
Yes, from what I've hearing in the community going around, this is the third one.
Third. Hmm.
So we have three hangings in about less than 2 weeks,
Wow.
or less than a month, I should say.
Sif figures, we don't even, there's not even really a story about it. Stick Hyde went ahead and he went to the area and he video recorded. He recorded the spot. He seen the yellow tape, and he talked to somebody who confirmed it, but it's not being. I'm hearing myself. It's not being talked about. If you can put we can share that video that we
They're
have.
not even acknowledging the fact that somebody was found hung on a tree.
Yeah, they're not talking about. They're not saying anything about it. It's quiet. They're not saying anything. But when Stick went there, he spoke with somebody who did confirm that somebody was hung there. They had the yellow tape, and it wasn't there a sock as well. Phoenix, Arizona. What was it? 79th Avenue.
Yeah, there was a sock with blood all on it.
Hmm. And the area you found it, what was it? 79th Avenue in McDowell, or was it 83rd Avenue in Encana?
75th, pretty much 76, pretty much 76th Avenue.
26th Avenue. So, we need to share that video that you took when you was out there.
Right. Pretty much 76th Avenue, which it's right behind. It's right behind the Lowe's.
And that was and the dude that you talked to he worked for Lowe's, didn't he? There you go. There you go. For you guys that are tuned in, there goes some pictures.
Yes, the guy that I talked to, he worked for Lowe's. Yeah, the guy that I talked to, he worked at Lowe's, and I don't know. He said, "Oh yeah, that's what he said." He said he was out there paying his respects.
Wow.
I don't know. He said, "Oh yeah, that's what he said." He said he was out there paying his respects. That was interesting all by itself.
Yeah, it was. Foster Johnson's. There's no information on this. The only information is from what we're getting from the people. Stick High started getting an inbox that somebody was hung from a tree. So he was really bothered. So he went ahead and took it upon himself to go out there and do his own research. So Henrietta Reagan said this story is not on the news. She said she sent it to the AZ informant. So did they tell so Henrietta, did they respond to you? Did you get an answer?
Let me get this going. I can't hear you.
Yeah, so we can hear.
All right,
Like my
sorry.
check.
We trying to get this straight right now. Clarissa Jenkins,
All
this
right,
is
we back.
up. There's no way three people are into getting hung and there's a killer on the loose. Facts. We trying to get this straight. Okay, Henrietta says she hasn't heard anything back from the AZ format.
That's crazy, man. I mean,
We need to get the newspaper involved. People have sent it to Fox and no
we
response.
need to know if this guy is the killer. If he has a pattern, if there's a pattern, because there's three people that have been hung that they're labeling suicide deaths. You know what I'm saying? So we need to know, we need to know if we're safe in our community, if the killer has been apprehended, if there is a killer, he needs to be apprehended. We need to
Exactly.
know if this is a real suicide,
Yeah,
or
we
this
need to
or
know.
if this need to be put in perspective of a homicide.
Okay, Charlie West. What's crazy is since June there has been 9 people around the country. Yes, in fact, there